have this ongoing theory that centers around my opinion of today's spirituality and it being something that people are having a hard time with because they've strayed away from the fundamentals. And what I keep analyzing is how we've had centuries of spiritual practices that all focus on the same fundamental principles no matter what part of the world you are observing. There's a common denominator amongst all spiritual practices that centers around the same fundamental principles. And now with today's spirituality, those principles have gone out the window. And I've been thinking about why this is. And I think the reason is because centuries upon centuries of spiritual practices all centered themselves with their connection to the earth and connection to nature. And now that we are in a era, a generation, or a whatever you want to call it, where we have moved so far away from nature, everything we do, we think we're so much smarter than nature. Like as humankind, we think we don't need herbs. We think we don't need the sun. We think we don't need fresh air. We don't need to connect with water. Now all of that stuff is hoopla. It's taboo. If you're somebody that wants to connect to trees, now you're crazy. But this is a relatively new perspective that humankind has taken. And I also think that that's the reason why so many people are experiencing unfavorable outcomes when it comes to their spiritual practice. That's just my thoughts. I've just been thinking about this for quite some time, but decided to share.